It's time to get this shat on the road. So, I'm here to expose Mckayla Maroney and Aly Raisman in the Aly Nassar court case again, for the fourth time now. This time, I actually have some support from some people. This one guy commented, Mckayla originally said that she was molested between 50 to 100 times, and it does say that in this telegraph.co.uk news 2017-12-20 Olympics gymnast Mckayla Maroney says settlement covered sex. Yeah, well, that's a terrible link. But anyway, it was the 20th of December 2017. Thank you to this website for posting this. And I definitely read through this, and I did see where it said 50 to hundreds, 50 to hundreds of 100 times. Sorry, 50 to 100 times. Trying to see if I can find it again. Let me see if I can type it in, because I don't. When I do this, you have to make sure that you have a source. And he linked me to this website. And it does say her attorney, John Manley, said she had been abused between 50 to 100 times by Nassar, including at the Olympics and during the World Championships. Going back to the video. It's that time. Sorry about that. Going back to the video. Let's see. Here we go. 50 to 100 times. Now she's saying hundreds of times. I could not find a link to this because it wasn't online. It was on, was it ET, Entertainment Tonight, which I did see when the case was coming out. And she switched her answer. Mckayla Maroney switched her fucking answer as to how many times she was molested every other interview. At first, it was 50 to 100 times. And now she's saying it's hundreds. There's no 50. It is in the 100s, 200s, 300s, 400s. That makes no sense, Mckayla. You switched your answer, just like when you said that you were passed out, and then I mentioned this in part 3. She said she was passed out, and then said that she was carried in to a hotel room. How would you know you were carried into a hotel room if you were passed out before you even got in his car? Or you were in his car and then he drugged you in the car. Her story is so inconsistent. It makes the contradictions in the 4 Gospels of the Bible seem perfect compared to her testimony. Anyway, let's see. Then, what was it? Here, hundreds of times. She outright lied about having plastic surgery on her butt. Yep, and then I already have the video posted of her ass shaking on Instagram that she deleted a week before she took Nassar to court with the other girls. Trying to look innocent, aren't you, Mckayla? Anyway, going on. The girl's a liar. Yes, she is. She even looks like one. Even if she did get molested, she let it go on for so long, she had to have liked it for attention. That's kind of true in a way. And then I said, may I have a source? Sorry about that. And I agree with him, and we know the truth. This is what she originally said, how many times she was molested. And there's the link. Pause the video, and you can type in, I don't know what the UK laws are on copying and pasting their links without giving, the reference or whatever, the MLA. I don't know. Otherwise, sorry about that. You can go in the comments, too, on part 3. This person, obviously, Becky, girl, probably in gymnastics, doesn't give a shit. She just believes whatever she's told. Brandon, I can't say that last name. I seen an interview with Mckayla talking about her gymnastics career. She said she thanked God every night for getting chose for the Olympics. Now, why would you say that if you were getting molested the whole time? That is what I said, I believe, in parts 1 and 2. And then I also said at some point that this is an example of them biting the hands that fed them. Maybe some of them were molested, but in the videotapes, and some of them said that Larry Nassar recorded it. In the videotapes, I mentioned this the last 3 parts. Entertainment Tonight also conducted their own investigation, like they do with hotels and restaurants and stuff. They conducted their own investigation on this and brought in other physical specialists and things of that sort, other doctors that do the same thing that Larry Nassar was in charge of doing. Wellness checks, physicals, exams, things like that. And they've reviewed his videotapes, over hundreds of videotapes of him doing stars like Aly Raisman, Mckayla Maroney, and the newer generations, and the generations that were trying to get in, but they had to have their exams done before they could get in for the trials. And he only touched 2 girls' butts for a few seconds. He squeezed them, and that was a let go. There were only 2 incidents that they said, and I can't find the Entertainment Tonight video. I don't know why they haven't posted on the internet. Maybe it's because they thought it would be too controversial. But I do remember seeing it, and I remember thinking, oh my god. They only found 2 instances for a few seconds where he squeezed 2 of the girls' butts. And they said that was the only thing that he did wrong out of hundreds of videos. The only thing. And it's just buying the hand that fed you. It probably never happened to most of them. They're probably in it for the money. And Aly Raisman and Mckayla Maroney have both posted, before this Larry Nassar case came out, how many people were talking about Aly Raisman? Not many. When she was at the peak of her Olympic career, she was getting tens of thousands, at least 10,000 comments on all of her posts on social media. Then her fame died down. And this goes for Mckayla as well. Their fame died down. Now Aly Raisman posts get like 100 to 200 comments and that's it, as opposed to thousands like they used to get. The only things that Mckayla Maroney got were for her butt videos that she posted and then deleted, and those got her thousands of comments again. Anyway, and I'm pretty certain that there were some that actually had to happen, but these two, Aly Raisman and Mckayla Maroney, absolutely not. Did not happen. They were not molested by Larry Nassar. They were not. They just wanted to get. They were both complaining about their fame dying and having to crawl up from rock bottom, on their Instagrams and in interviews with other news sites. And let's blame the doctor. There's already 12 other girls that started a court case. Let's just join in. And these girls, as I have said over and over again, have had around the alleged time this shit was happening, and they're with their group of friends around the time. If you scroll back far enough on their social media, you will see them being happy, laughing with each other, smiling, having a grand motherfucking time when all this stuff was supposedly happening. And afterward. And even now. And Aly Raisman is still milking the tit of this shit. Selling books, selling her interviews, and now they're starting to die down. And I'm glad. What next will these two... I cannot slander. I can only present the facts. B-words, there we go. What next will these B-words come up with to get back in the spot? What lies? And he said, and how did Mckayla, and I don't know if I read this, and if I did, I'm sorry, Mckayla win the gold and perform so well if she was molested right before she won and thought she was going to die, in her words. Yes, her own words, she said, I thought I was going to die. She was perfectly fine, and I was watching the Olympics when she was in the Olympics, and I thought, now thinking about it, when I read this, I thought, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. And remember her world-famous meme face? I didn't see any kind of trauma there, no sad eyes. She was acting as Mckayla Maroney does. And yet, this shit was supposedly happening. It's bullshit. And you are a bullshit judge. You right there are a bullshit judge. What the fuck? You are a bullshit judge. And I remember Simone Stomach Biles, said the same thing. That for a fact from her is especially a big ass motherfucking lie too. Like these two already. Aly and Mckayla, she's a liar as well. And on this bullshit. What the fuck? Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this. And if you hate me, leave a comment below. Thank you. I will be covering this more in the future, I assure you.